like to actually have them come over and do a little potluck. So I have started this tradition of inviting friends over for a potluck, and something that's not a big production. It really is about connecting and being together and appreciation, and just changing that way of going to the million different parties. And I've given myself permission to actually opt out of those parties, and that was a big thing for me too, because wanting to be a part of other people's celebrations and yet honoring that I need that balance, and there's so many things that are going on that to take care of myself, it's like, wow, I would love to be there, and I can support you in this way. And so I think of other ways to support friends in the busyness of, 10 different holiday parties, 3 on one night, and I definitely would be exhausted by trying to go to all of them. So it's an acknowledgement. I think the people who are really, they know you, they want the best for you, they care about you, and it's amazing. When I tell people, you know what, I'm really just making it a point to take care of myself, they love it. It's a reminder for them to take care of themselves. And so I really just share my truth, is that that's something that I need to do. So with all that extra time and spaciousness that we now have, from really choosing a couple choice parties we want to go to, telling the ones that we are feeling overwhelmed by putting on the schedule that, again, we love them, and you're choosing to take care of yourself by doing a limited number of parties, I have found that it has created a lot of spaciousness in the holiday season. One of the things that I have chosen to do, again, Thanksgiving was a time, I love Thanksgiving. I mean, it's like people and food and family and all that good stuff. So that's been a big time and space of tradition that I totally enjoy. Yet we decided to, 4 years ago, start volunteering at Thanksgiving. So we spent our very first Thanksgiving dinner at the Veterans Memorial Center with the organic soup kitchen, and we were serving homeless and low-income people the holiday season. And I have to say, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Because what I found was I had a very moving experience where one of the volunteers who was helping me hand out socks to some of the kids, and we started a conversation, and I said, gosh, I'm so glad that you took time of your schedule. And she said, actually, I'm one of the recipients. And she shared with me that she had been living in her car with her 2 kids for the last month and a half. And my heart just went out to her, because I realized that, here was a woman who had an incredible education, and just through a series of circumstances was homeless with her kids and waiting for her space in a shelter. So it just brought home the fine line between what my situation was and feeling supported and feeling like I had more than enough, and someone who had been in that very same situation not long ago, and through a series of events ended up in her car and homeless. So I shared a Thanksgiving that very first year, which started another tradition. My sons all came and served at the Veteran Memorial Center, and I tell you, it was incredible. Just the people, and the sense of we weren't doing anything. It wasn't we're going to go and help these people who are less than us. It was like, we're going to go and be in community fully with our community, who people are really, we're all the same. So it was a beautiful experience. That's something that in this holiday season, if you can find one thing that you're passionate about, and you donate your time, and you actually just go and be a part of someone else's holiday, I think it would be a wonderful thing and add to, and a nice way to trade maybe a gift that was going to be exchanged with someone, and tell them, instead of that gift, I'm actually gifting my time, and perhaps a gift to somebody who maybe wouldn't be able to afford to have anything. So that is something that, again, part of those traditions that are changing. And to me, it's self-care. It's all self-care, because what we do for someone else, we're doing for ourselves. And I have had a really beautiful experience that I want to share with you, and that is when we decided to do a gratitude journal. So I have 3 sons. Can you imagine that? These guys are they're like, Mom, what? A gratitude journal? And it's not as though they aren't living in gratitude. They are very grateful young men. And yet I think sometimes in just the doing and seeing all the things that are out there that you want, or that we've been fed that we're supposed to have, that, you know, sometimes we can forget. I know I can do the same thing. And so that gratitude journal has been something that I cherish. My sons are no longer in my home, but I still have the journal, and we look back at that, and it's been a beautiful time. We have, so what we do is we put it on our coffee table, and the guys would write just something every day. And I just say it could be one line of something that they're grateful for in that day. And it was beautiful to see some of the things that they reflected on, and also it's a beautiful marker for spaces in time as things come up in the family. It's amazing, you know, we don't know with our health that sometimes we're not always grateful for, and we take for granted those things until we lose them. So it's nice to know that you can share that as a new family tradition. If you choose, nothing fancy, you can get a notepad and just put it out there, and have your family join in whenever they see fit. But you'd be surprised who would join in and be a part of your gratitude through the holidays. And another space I'd like to visit with you is what happens when things just don't go the way you thought they were going to go. When there is more on your to-do list than you know what to do with, and honestly, you are just frazzled and in that whole mode, and wanting to remind yourself to go within and to kind of calm down and make that transition. So this is a little something, a little exercise that you're going to do with me. And there'll be someone in the room there that's going to help you through this. So we are going to open your hands. Sometimes even opening your hands in that space of receiving and breathing deeply can bring you into center. And there's another little something that I learned actually and had the opportunity to experience with Joelyn, and I know that she's experienced that with others and shared it. And this technique that we're going to do is actually on Joelyn's site, so you can revisit it there. But I will take you through, and just follow me. We are going to touch our first finger, second, third, fourth. And this time, as we touch our fingers, we are going to say these very calming words, and that is sa, ta, na, ma. Let's do it again. Sa, ta, na, ma. And I'll have you practice that and just be with that and go through this as you're hearing the music.